That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you around, you won't say something that was not. You won't say something like.
It seems like every day there's a new situation where people are painting Wonyoung as this narcissistic, mean, pick-me girl. But is she truly what K-pop stans paint her as? Or are K-pop stans once again being dramatic? Let's talk about it. So if you've been a K-pop stan since at least 2022, then you should know about all the different moments where Wonyoung has went viral for being a so-called pick-me. In this video specifically, I want to focus on the 2025 Fact Music Awards, where I've won Sound of the Year and Artist of the Year. Since then, 2 clips have gone viral of Wonyoung picking up the trophy for their first award win. Then Yujin picks up the trophy for their second award win. Since going viral, there's been comments like, Yujin is the leader, Wonyoung always looking for attention. Yujin is leader, why did Wonyoung do that? They hate each other, I just can't prove it yet. So, let me give my take on this. I don't understand why it's such a big deal that Wonyoung took the trophy, when I've personally have seen many clips of non-leaders of K-pop groups taking the trophy at Korean award shows. I don't understand why it's only a problem when Wonyoung does it. And not only that, it seems like when it comes to Wonyoung, people love to make up whatever narrative they want, just to paint her in a bad light. Like, if we're being honest, is it really that deep? I know there's another viral clip from 2022 where people were saying Wonyoung rushed to the front to grab the award so Yujin couldn't get it. But since we're just making up whatever narrative we want, one could also argue that Wonyoung only took the award because Yujin was crying and couldn't compose herself enough to get the award. The point I'm trying to make is, making up all these narratives is dumb and pointless. Especially when it comes to insignificant things like picking up a trophy. Judging by the reaction online, you'd assume Wonyoung had done something truly controversial, when in fact all she did was accept an award. In my eyes, it's just another case of K-pop stans making up whatever narrative they want to stir up drama. I just truly don't think it's that deep. And like I stated earlier, if you watch clips of other groups, even from the same award show, the leader does not always accept the award. I'd be more open to criticizing Wonyoung if there were clear, undeniable actions to point to. But in cases like this, it's mostly just baseless opinions and speculation, not actual facts. So no, I don't believe Wonyoung is the mean girl people are trying to make her out to be. I don't stan IVE or Wonyoung at all, but I am tired of female idols being overly criticized for 60-second out-of-context clips. Wonyoung seems like the definition of the perfect idol. She's been center ever since her Produce 48 Days with IZ*ONE, and now she's the face of IVE, one of the most successful girl groups of 4th gen. On paper, she should be celebrated, but instead she's constantly the target of hate. Not just light criticism, but full-on nitpicking and baseless accusations. She gets the iconic lines, the screen time, the killing parts. And while that's not her fault, it's the company's decision. K-pop stans sometimes resent her for it. We can't deny the fact that Wonyoung has an enormous impact within the K-pop industry. Her presence alone consistently generates attention, whether it's through performances, music releases, or even casual appearances at events. She embodies many of the qualities that the public associates with an ideal idol. Not only is she strikingly beautiful, but she has also achieved a level of popularity that most idols can only dream of, especially at such a young age. And with that level of visibility comes a downside. In many ways, her beauty and popularity have made her a target. The same qualities that elevate her career also fuel resentment among certain corners of the fandom culture. For some K-pop stans, tearing her down becomes almost inevitable, not because of anything she has done, but because of what she represents: success, influence, and the attention that others wish their favorites received. It kind of reminds me of when Gelly was dragged for posing at the airport, as if that isn't her job. The point I'm trying to make is that much of the hate directed at Wonyoung comes from incredibly small and insignificant things. People criticize her for speaking in a cutesy manner, or doing aegyo, yet that's something nearly every female idol does at one point or another. She gets dragged for accepting awards even though she isn't the group's leader. But again, countless other idols do the exact same thing without it becoming an issue. She's criticized for maintaining a flawless image. But isn't that exactly what K-pop as an industry promotes? Isn't part of her job as an idol to present herself as polished and perfect? There's also this constant complaint that she doesn't show her true personality. But why would she? When even the smallest actions get twisted into reasons to hate her. Wonyoung gets backlash for doing far less than many other idols, which only encourages her to protect herself by keeping her image carefully curated. Similarly, people complain that she doesn't showcase her vocals enough. But since when has K-pop, especially in recent years, truly prioritized talent over visuals and image? That imbalance is a flaw of the industry as a whole, not something Wonyoung created. She can execute a choreo and she can hold a note live. Is that not the standard in K-pop these days? At the end of the day, if someone doesn't like her, that's fine. Not every idol will appeal to everyone. But what doesn't make sense is why Wonyoung receives such an extreme level of hate compared to other idols who have done far more problematic things. If you were to explain the actual reasons for her hate to someone outside of K-pop fandoms, they'd probably laugh. Because when you take a step back, most of it really is that trivial. But sadly, it's a known fact that the more popular an idol gets, the more senseless hate they receive. And this especially applies to female idols. I just thought that in 2025, we were way past the point of senselessly hating on idols. On the Korean variety series, You Quiz on the Block, Wonyoung admitted that there are a lot of things I end up hearing against my will when it comes to malicious posts and comments about her. I don't even want to hear them, but people judge me from a few seconds of a video without knowing who I am as a person, she said. All in all, I hope my perspective is clear. Directing hate toward Wonyoung for trivial matters, for things beyond her control, or for behaviors that are common among all K-pop idols simply does not make sense. But as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's get a discussion going, and I'll see you in the next one.
No problem. I don't care. You're you, I'm me.